Yes, sir. We are back with another edition of Fast Break Bets, presented by BettingPros. You know me, the voice of the guys, me, really real, Terrell Furman Jr. here at your service. All right, a lot was going on there in Game Two of the WNBA playoffs. I mean, a lot was going on. So let's start with the late game because the late game was the game. I mean, I have no idea, and there are just some sides of this that I just wish that I was able to take, but I had no idea that I would be right about the Storm just hanging around. Like it was really that type of game where the Aces were. It felt like the Aces were the better team majority of the game. They were leading the whole game. Every time I kept looking at the score, and the Aces kept getting it back to double digits, and then the Storm kept knocking it out of double digits. And I'm like, they're just hanging around. 8-point lead going into the fourth quarter, exactly where the Seattle Storm want them. And then next thing you know, shout out to Dominique Malonga, we called it. She was playing the clutch minutes in the game, and she got the 3-point play that gave them their first lead since like the second quarter. You have us cashing the double-double on Dom Malonga with that play. Shout out to that. Ka-ching. That was a 7-1 that I gave out last episode, in addition to her points and rebounds. And plus, you could have played the PR points and rebounds combined. I played them separately. I wanted the plus money on the rebounds, got that. Actually climbed the rebounds ladder as well, got that all the way up to 10. So that was a very nice cash for the account. And then a little step louder on the points. Points didn't go as crazy. There was a few bunnies that I would have liked her to have back, but the fact that she was still able to get us to 11 and cash that double-double at 7-1, appreciate you, Don Malonga. You made the day because outside of you, everything else was horrible. The Dream couldn't score at all. Kelsey Mitchell got hooked at 19 because they were beating the Dream's hind parts. And then Asia Wilson. I mean, the end stretch of that game was just bad all around for the Aces. So she didn't end up getting there at 24 and a half after being shut out for about the last 5 minutes of that game. All right. Let's talk about the Liberty and the Mercury coming up because I have a couple of plays that I want to talk about in that game. You already know I'm playing the Valkyries first half, so we don't even need to get to the Valkyries game. I don't know other play in the Valkyries game, just Valkyries first half, and that's enough for me. All right. So before we get to all of that, though, I have to remind everybody about our newest presenting stars. Let's try that again. I love breaking the fourth wall for people. All right, let's talk about the newest presenting sponsor of Betting Pros and Fast Break Bets, and that is Hard Rock Bet. Hard Rock Hotels and Casinos. You can use the top-rated Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook to place all of your NFL season bets and your WNBA bets over there in Hard Rock Bet. They are the only legal sportsbook in the state of Florida and also available in Arizona, Ohio, New Jersey, Indiana, Tennessee, Virginia, Illinois, and Colorado. You can also play Hard Rock Bet's online casino if you don't want to head up to the actual casino in New Jersey. And guess what? You can sign up for Hard Rock Bet, make a $5 bet, and you can get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Head over to Hard Rock Bet, sign up, and make your first deposit today. Payable in bonus bets. Whoa. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. Only offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida in Florida. Offered by the Seminole Hard Rock Digital LLC in all other states. Must be 21 or older. Physically present in Arizona, Colorado, Florida, Illinois, Indiana, New Jersey, Ohio, Tennessee, or Virginia to play. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling in Florida, call 1-888-ADMIT-IT. In Indiana, if you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, let's get into it. New York Liberty at home welcoming The Phoenix Mercury Liberty are owning the series 1-0 right now. This is a potential elimination game for the Phoenix Mercury here. Liberty are laying 2.5 at home, 159.5 is the total. Brianna Stewart, big news on Brianna Stewart, or at least we're waiting on the big news from Brianna Stewart. She will be a game time decision for the game right now. Game time decision will figure out if she's going to play. I think that's really, really big. And honestly, I wouldn't want to play the side without knowing if Brianna Stewart is playing, because at the end of the day, Brianna Stewart, I think this season made us kind of forget, at least made me kind of forget. And I wouldn't even say I kind of forgot because I knew, but it's just a lot was going on. But Brianna Stewart's the top 3 player in the league. If you didn't know that, now you know. It's Asia, Fee, Stewie. Now, Fee and Stewie can be interchangeable. You can also throw AT in there. Maybe a healthy Caitlin Clark or a second-year Paige Beckers might be closer up there. But as of right now, that's pretty much where I got it at. Asia, Fee, Stewie / AT, interchangeable, but Asia is clearly number 1. However, this Liberty team looks completely different when Brianna Stewart doesn't play. And ultimately, I'm not afraid about the road angle for the Mercury if Stewie's not playing. Now, if Stewie's playing, then I think that this could be a tall order for them, and they might get knocked out of here pretty quickly. But I don't know what the health of is Stewie. I don't know if she plays, how effective she will be. I I said I like the 3-game series already. So I think Phoenix is going to get some get back and be able to get a win on the road here. They have gotten a win on the road in New York already this season. But I'm going to just continue to do what I've always done. Playoff cloud. So let's just start there. Playoff cloud over 11.5 points. There's really nothing nothing to really talk about here. Natasha Cloud. We talked about it last time. Natasha Cloud goes off in the playoffs. She's been that mode. This has been a moniker, not something that I've given her, but something that's been bestowed upon her because of her and how she's been able to play in the playoffs here. So I already went and I cashed the ladder last time around. I'm going to play it again. I do have a 100-1 bet on Natasha Cloud to lead the series in points. So I am sweating that, but I'm still playing the Natasha Cloud play. Like, that's pretty much automatic for me right here. So that is what we're doing in play number 1. Play number 2 is going to be the one that I actually will give you a breakdown on, and that's going to be DeWanna Bonner. DeWanna Bonner over 14.5 points and rebounds in this game. The Phoenix Mercury got, absolutely destroyed. And I mean completely destroyed on the boards in the first game to the New York Liberty, which is, if you've been following me along, especially because you know I'm a fan of this Liberty team, you know I love my Valkyries, but the Liberty are actually my team. And so this Liberty team, a horrible rebounding team, somehow out-rebounded the Phoenix Mercury 48-31 in that last game. That's not happening again. They're not going to let that happen again. I think that's going to be an effort where everybody, Natasha Mack, uh, Satu Sabali, Alyssa Thomas, and DeWanna Bonner are going to add their rebounding aspect of their game and make sure that they control the glass and not let the Liberty be able to do that again. Because good way to take a L against the Liberty if you allow them, a poor rebounding team to get a 17 plus rebound edge over you. So I like the 14.5 points in rebounds. She rebounds really well against the Liberty. Has had 5, 7, 4, 7, 12, 8, 9, 8 against the Liberty, and that's just rebounding. The points have been very, very solid, very, very steady for DeWanna Bonner. She's actually gone over 14.5 points and rebounds in her last 2 games against the New York Liberty, and 6 of the last 8 against them as well. And so she's been over this line in 6 of her last 10 games, been very, very solid as we come down the stretch of the season. And she's found her role in this Phoenix Mercury team coming off of the bench, getting more cohesion with her teammates and being able to play alongside her wife AT, who's constantly able to find her for backdoor cuts, get her the ball where she loves to have the ball, and allow her to create space and be able to go out there, drive, and score. So I think DeWanna Bonner is going to have a really good game here, and they're going to need it. They really are going to need it if they're going to try to extend the series one more game and get it back to Phoenix for a pivotal game 3 here on Friday. So I'm going to go with DeWanna Bonner here. Give me DeWanna Bonner over 14.5 points. And these are the whoa, that's the old slide. These are the two plays that I'm going to go with. Playoff Cloud over 11.5 points. Ladder again. We're not going to play around with Natasha Cloud in the playoffs. This is going to be a every time thing. She shows up so big in the playoffs. And DeWanna Bonner to go over 14.5 points coming off the bench. She's points and rebounds. I'm sorry. DeWanna Bonner over 14.5 points and rebounds. She's come off the bench and had a really, really big role for this Liberty team. I'm not Liberty team, for this Mercury team. So I think that this is a really good spot to get DeWanna Bonner here. A little bit of a fraudulent slip right there. All right. At really real __ on X. Make sure you give me a follow at BettingPros on X and TikTok at BettingPros, NFL on Instagram and YouTube.com/BettingPros. And with that, that is it. I have nothing else to say, nothing else to do. No other way of ending the podcast. Just end it like this. We are out of here.